What's up, everybody? I'm Taiwan Dwayne. Y'all watching the mic, man. My guest today is entrepreneur, artist, singer slash songwriter, and we're gonna talk to Mr. Rob Lee today about his what he has going on and what he would like for all the people out there watching to know about it. So, how you doing, Mr. Rob Lee?
How you doing, young man? Son.
Okay, we're gonna get to first of all, we came here for your art. Although you have a lot of other avenues going with your singing and your songwriting. Let's add author to that as well. But we came here about your art, man. So tell the world how long it is that you've been doing art.
Okay, first of all, giving honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who is the head of my life. And he, the sole purpose of why I am an artist, singer, writer. All of these are my natural gifts that he's given to me. So actually I became interested in drawing at the age of probably, I'd say maybe 3 or 4, maybe, actually drawing on the ground way down south. As some of you may know, we had that, we didn't have any grass, we had dirt yards. So I would draw things like cowboys and Indians. I was kind of taught by my cousin. He was an older young man. Taught me how to draw cowboys, and through that, I think I developed an interest in art from that moment on, all through elementary, junior high, high school. Did a lot of drawing in high school, drawings for a lot of the students. I made a little money drawing for the students. And it wasn't until I got in high school when I learned how to coordinate paints, learn the color scheme, how to paint, and and I became interested in doing portraits, and so that skill stayed with me until now. So here I am. I call myself a local unknown artist. Of course, a lot of people know that I paint, but probably there are a lot of people that are not aware of the extent, that at this moment in time that I want to get more involved in my work and present myself to a broader, a broader avenue. And it's to let people know if there's anything of interest that you see. This is what I'm after. No negativity, just positivity. And as you can see around me, some of my art. If you would you want me to kind of explain some of this?
Well, yeah, we're gonna get close-ups of all of your work. But I heard you mention earlier that you started down south. So you're from the south. Where are you from?
Well, actually from Tallahassee, Florida. That's the home of Florida A&M Rattlers, Florida State Seminoles. Actually, it's the capital of Florida. So it's kind of well known. But at that time, it was pretty segregated, so we were kind of limited on our abilities, to excel. So, we was pretty segregated back then, but it was kind of a normal thing that, we accepted it and we dealt with it, So, probably most of you that are elderly understand that what went on back in those days, and that's why you see all the energy being portrayed now about the racial diversity and all of this kind of stuff. So it's pretty hectic out there now, but don't really bother me right now because I've been through all that. And
Okay, what we gonna do now is we gonna show the world your pieces, and kind of explain your inspiration behind these pieces. I see a lot of beautiful pieces over here, so the floor is yours, Mr. Rob Lee.
okay, first of all, this is a little book of poems that I've written. It's called A Legacy of an Unknown Artist, and it's depicted throughout my poems and just describing some poetry that some things that how you comprehend a lot of things in life and you write it down and put it to poetry, just like probably when you write music or whatever. So it might be a little interest to some of you to kind of check it out. Some nice stuff in here. And over here, we've everybody's got a queen. We've got a lot of queen these days. Queen, I'm not gonna name them all because I don't want to offend anybody. But this is my queen, the original queen of soul, Aretha Franklin. This is my rendition of her. I tried to capture her, the full soulness of her life, not just. A lot of people like to say, well, the beauty. She has the beauty, but I wanted to capture her. Maybe the stressful times that maybe she had in her life, and the good times and the bad all together. You can probably. I tried to capture that in her eyes, and maybe somewhat in her complexion. Right here, everybody knows who Dr. Martin Luther King is. If you don't, you're not from this planet. Okay? And as you can say, he's telling you that he's been to the mountaintop. And we've all kind of been to somewhat of a mountaintop. And we've seen some things. And sometimes we do better, sometimes we don't. But this man here did a lot for the human race, the whole world, and he's very respectable in my opinion. Over here, everybody knows Mike. Mike is on the mic. This is a very talented young man that the whole world can appreciate. Very talented. Nobody will ever forget Mike, and he would always, his music will live forever. Of course, Prince, everybody loves Prince. Everybody knows Prince. I can't, my wife has fallen in love with this piece right here. I think she said his eyes have captivated her. I'm like, hold up. What about me? She said, well, you're all right, but you don't have the eyes like Prince. I said, okay, I can live with that. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to have to get him out of my house. So yeah, that's Prince. It's my Prince. Her Prince. Right here, this is just a portrait that I'm maybe not totally completed yet, but of our Vice President Kamala Harris. I tried to take the political view out of the situation to kind of make her more beautiful and more softer and more feminine and whatever, instead of that hard, maybe kind of political look. I hope I've done this. President Obama, first black president. In my opinion, the best president for me that we ever had. He made a lot of, he got a lot of things done, a lot of things they wouldn't let him do. Probably could have done more, but he's a historical example for a lot of ethnic people of color, to let them know that you can achieve. If you can be president, you can be anything you want to be. Right here we have Nipsey Hussle. A lot of you rappers and millennials know who this is. he's very much loved in his community, and I'm not totally familiar with what he did because I'm kind of ahead of him in a lot of aspects. But my kids, my sons, they know all about him. So all I know that he was loved and much respect to Nipsey Hussle. Of course, everybody know Jay-Z. You know, one of the most famous producers, rappers that ever lived. Most people know him because he's married to Beyonce. You know, he's got one of the most beautiful women on the face of this earth, but we're going to leave that alone. But his talents will never evade him. He's still in the top ranks as far as producing, and you know. Our president, a lot of people call him Sleepy Joe, but he is our president. A lot of people have a conversation about him, whether it's positive or negative, but I say, hey, I'd rather have Joe than to have what we had before. So, Joe, you my man, and we hope he's done a lot of positive things for America, in my opinion. Right here we have John Lewis. John Lewis did a lot for the black people as far as the marches on Selma. A very, very powerful man. Very well known, Congressman John Lewis. And he's looking down on us now. And we hope you are in heaven for all the good that you've done. Right here, we have Bow Angelo. I kind of made her with a kind of a sad, tearful look because I'm sure she's unhappy with the world situations of today. You know, said why does the caged bird cry? Well, now we know why the caged birds cry. Look how everything is what's happening today. You don't have to be in the cage to cry today. You just be living in this world. So much evil and turmoil. Don't even know if it's gonna get better. Right here's the lady that got tired of being told to give her seat up on the bus. You know. So I guess probably one day she said did a day's work and said, I'm not gonna give my seat up. Rosa Parks. Right here, everybody knows about George Floyd. The whole world was awakened by the disastrous thing that happened to George Floyd. I don't even need to go into details, but the trials are still going on for some of the policemen that assisted in his death. But his spirit will live on. You know, because he died for an unworthy cause. I mean, you know, it was, what, a $20 bill? Come on, you know, so. George Floyd, we don't know what you were before, but you are our hero because you died for a cause. That's our man Marvin Gaye, one of the greatest R&B singers of all time. Left before his time. As we know, he kind of fell into some kind of, you know, demeanor that, you know, caused him to do irrational things. But he was very, very, very talented, and his music still lives on. He did songs like What's Going On, and he spoke about things that's going on today, like the war, Mother. You know, what's going on? War is not the answer. Or war still is not the answer. Okay, so if you follow me over here, Trayvon Martin. Everybody knows the whole world knows who he is. You know, he died kind of a unfortunate, stupid, radical death. I still don't understand it to this day how this man was able to get away with killing this young man. But you know, he was short-lived, but I think he's looking down on us and letting us know that he's all right. You know, he's all right. You know, so we'll see him on the other side. Yeah, this is kind of my rendition of an eagle that I kind of want to create something where, you know, like an eagle thinking. Maybe what is he thinking? I don't know. I don't even know what to call it yet, but maybe beyond the eagle's nest or something. I got to put a name to it, but I kind of like it. You know, it's got a lot of flavor, a lot of color to it, and the eagle is like looking out over the landscape. You know, looking out over the horizon and maybe getting ready to take flight. Maybe he sees something of prey. You know, that's what I see in that. Okay, over here, we're gonna take a little walk over here. Now, you know, we got this Black Lives. Everybody know about Black Lives Matter, but hey, Black Lives Matter. This is the original guy. You know, he preached about Black Lives way before this current Black Lives thing. Everybody remember the song? Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. This is the man, James Brown. James Brown, what they call him? The soul, what was it? The King of Soul?
James Brown.
TV.
Whatever, he was the best at it.
TV.
You know, so everybody tried to imitate. They say Prince, Prince, Michael Jackson, they all got their moves from James Brown. This is the original guy. So that concludes the stuff that I have available. I got a lot more artwork, but you know, eventually you'll be able to see it. So I'd just like to say thanks to my family. This is my son, my oldest son, Jamel, over here. He's sitting over here all black and quiet.
Black.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. This is my beautiful wife, Lois, the inspiration of my life. You know, she's always behind me with my art and music and everything. My son, Jamel, I get a lot of ideas from him and some of this stuff over here. Of course, Taiwan is the music producer, and right now he's doing the videos, he's doing all this recording,
And his son is singing.
and yeah, well, so hopefully I've inspired a lot of you interested art people that are interested, that, you know, to say, hey, I'd like to know what's going on, and maybe we can collaborate about some things. So this is where I'm at now, and I just like to say, so in closing, we all give our praises to the man upstairs, God. Let all the glory be to him. Thank you.